Ganduje in trouble as Sanusi gets green light to be reinstated soonest. Fear has gripped the 5 Kano Emirates councils created by former Governor Abdullahi Ganduje as a portrait of the dethroned Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi Su, reappeared on the main coronation hall of the state. There was a speculation in the ancient city that Governor Yusuf had concluded plans to reinstate Emir Sanusi as the sole Emir of Kano instead of the 5 existing Emirs. Ganduje had fragmented the state emirate councils into 5 of main Kano, Rano, Karaye, Bichi, and Gaya, with the Emir of Kano as the chairman of the state councils of emirs. Although the state government had severally denied moves to reinstate Sanusi, the recent resurfacing of the 14th Fulani Emir at the main coronation hall has caused tongues to wag. But reacting to the replacing of the Sanusi portrait on the wall of the coronation hall, Governor Yusuf's spokesperson Sanusi Bato Dawaki Tofa said the history of the coronation hall is synonymous with Malam Muhammadu Sanusi. He said this is because it was built for his presentation of staff of office after he was crowned as the Emir succeeding late Alhaji Ado Bayero in 2014 during the administration of Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. He said this is because it was built for his presentation of staff of office after he was crowned as the Emir succeeding late Alhaji Ado Bayero in 2014 during the administration of Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. So traditionally, his picture shall remain there forever. Bringing back the picture of the 14th is part of the ongoing rehabilitation to give the coronation hall a facelift, he further declared. Najatu Yusuf, the mother to the governor of Kano State, Abba Yusuf, has publicly offered prayers for the reinstatement of the former Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido, who was dethroned by former Governor Abdullahi Ganduje's administration. Mrs. Yusuf prayed that the former Emir be reinstated to the throne of his forebears, Gidan Dabo, to continue the work he started before he was sacked. Her statement was captured in a video posted on Facebook on Friday, made while she hosted the former Emir's mother at her residence on a congratulatory visit following the Supreme Court's judgment, which on Friday affirmed the election of Governor Yusuf. The video of the visit, which immediately went viral, was posted on the Facebook page run by a New Nigerian People Party group, NNPP Kwankwasoya supporters, with the caption, "Glad tidings from the governor's mother to the mother of the former emir." The clip, which had over 12,000 likes and 1,000 shares as of the time this reporter viewed it, showed the governor's mother in a prolonged handshake with the former emir's mother as they sat side by side and prayed for both the governor and the former emir. May his days be long. May Allah return him to his home. Gidan Dabo, the descendants of former Emir Ibrahim Dabo, who reigned between 1819 to 1846. By God's grace, he will return to the house, Emir's palace, and continue the good work he started. Also, Abba, the governor, may Allah guide him to continue doing the good work he started. They, the former Emir and the governor, will join hands together and work for Nigeria and our states. They are the soldiers of truth and God-fearing people. Allah loves them, and we are proud of them, Abdullahi, the governor's mother said in the 56 seconds video. The judgment of the Supreme Court, Nigeria's highest court, laid to rest disputes on the keenly fought 18 March 2023 governorship election. However, the judgment has also renewed the social media campaign, mostly by NNPP members, for the reinstatement of Mr. Sanusi as Emir. In August, the police in Kano arrested 6 people who allegedly bowed the sitting Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero, at the commissioning of Hasiya Bayero Pediatric Hospital at Kofa Kudu, opposite the Emir's palace. The governor, Mr. Yusuf, who was at the ceremony, asked the police to go after the protesters. The police commissioner, Muhammad Gumel, later said the suspect to stop the peaceful gathering by chanting derogatory remarks against the emir and calling on the governor to replace him with his predecessor, Mr. Sanusi. He said the suspects were chanting slogans such as "New Governor, New Emir." Those people were not invited to the event. They were intruders who came on their way and on their own, and they must have been sponsored by somebody or a group of persons, the police chief had said. 6 persons have been identified. We use technology to track them down. We are still analyzing the video footage and we are making efforts to arrest all those involved. We are also making efforts to get the sponsors. Traditional institutions is a respectable institution, and nobody who messes around with the traditional institution, anyone who messes around, is an enemy of the police, the commissioner said in a statement in August. Mr. Sanusi was controversially dethroned in 2021. On May 29th, when Mr. Yusuf was inaugurated as governor, we should recall that some NNPP supporters wearing red caps and turbans bowed the emir and his younger brother, Nasiru Bayero, who is the emir of Bichi, throwing water sachets and plastic bottles in their directions. A former governor of the state, Rabiu Kwankwaso, who is the governor Yusuf's political godfather, shepherded the emirs out of the venue to save them from physical attacks. A traditional ruler in Adamawa state, Jaman Adamawa Mustafa Tahi, has also called for the reinstatement of the 18th Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, to his throne. Tahi made his position known shortly on arrival from a congratulatory visit to the newly elected governor of Kano State, Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf, and the NNPC national leader, Engineer Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. He reiterated this call in an interview with journalists upon his return to Yola, the Adamawa state capital. Tahi said, "I want to call on the newly elected governor of Kano State, Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf, to reinstate Sanusi Lamido Sanusi back to his throne. His removal was illegal and in gross violation of all due processes, and in abuse of the culture and traditions of Kano people, which need to be reversed as soon as the new government came into effect," he said. He said the call had become imperative, taking into consideration the fact that apart from the illegal processes used to forcefully remove the emir, his removal is also in violation of the culture and traditions of Kano people, which need to be reversed. According to him, Sanusi removal is political, motivated, and purely witch hunting due to principles stand on national issues which did not go down well with the powers that be, who are not comfortable with his bluntness, hence the conspiracy to get him illegally removed at all costs and by all means, which must not be allowed to stand. Former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso said Governor Abdullahi Ganduje dethroned Muhammadu Sanusi II as Emir of Kano due to inferiority complex. Mr. Kwankwaso said this in a statement signed by his principal private secretary Muhammad Ali on Tuesday. The former governor said the high esteem and influence the former emir possessed made Mr. Ganduje jittery, hence his insistence on dethroning him. He was succeeded as governor in 2015 by Mr. Ganduje, who had served as his deputy. Mr. Ganduje had earlier said at the presentation of a book on former President Goodluck Jonathan that Mr. Sanusi was removed from office to save the system and this traditional institution. Mr. Ganduje said he had no choice but repeat the dose given to Mr. Sanusi by Mr. Jonathan when he eased him out as the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Mr. Kwankwaso, however, said, "We know that Ganduje always feels diminished and inferior in the presence of the Emir, and we know that Governor Ganduje harbors a pathological hatred for the Kano traditional institution. That was why he had dethroned him. We also know that Ganduje was madly obsessed with reversing everything that Senator Kwankwaso did in the state. And we are aware for these reasons, Governor Ganduje was set ab initio to destroy the Kano Emir, and Emir Sanusi too was marked to be the first victim. Let me also put on record that Emir Sanusi too was abducted and illegally dethroned by Governor Ganduje and his cohorts because of the Emir's progressive ideas on various issues that affect the people of the state," he added. Mr. Kwankwaso narrated that the Emir's removal has nothing to do with Mr. Jonathan, as earlier mentioned by the governor at an event. He also said Mr. Ganduje dethroned the Emir because of the later criticisms of a $1.8 billion loan to be obtained by the governor for a light rail line project in the state. In his words, everyone knows that Ganduje's desperation to obtain the $1.8 billion loan and the former emir's criticisms of the loan is what fueled the illegal removal of the emir to Sanusi. It had nothing to do with former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. It is common knowledge also that the emir was too progressive for Governor Ganduje's liking, and that was exactly why, after his illegal removal and dismemberment of Kano Emirate Council, he appointed emirs that will not question his ill-advised decisions, even if they are against the interests of the state and its people.